Hi, welcome back to 6-8. Now we're going to talk about some devices you can use for improv, some phrases you can use in the groove and for soloing. The first one is going to be the first two eighth notes, 1 and 2, skip 3, and then play 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what's going to happen is I'll demonstrate it on the left hand first in the groove, and then I'll put it around the kit. I'll orchestrate it around the set. Here we go. Okay, so basically what I did was, after putting it in the groove, I started to experiment around the set. And just using those two notes, I've kind of distilled it down to a few things you can do. So you can play it on the same surface. You can play it on two different surfaces. You can play it as a unison. And then you can start to fill it in. So let's say you play it just on the snare and you fill it in with a bass drum. And then move one of the hands to the tom or the other one. And you can reverse that order. You can play floor tom bass drum and then fill it in with the snare. And you can also play it as a unison and move that to different surfaces. So you can play a snare, one tom, and then move it to snare and another tom. And then you can play tom and snare at the same time, and then crash and bass drum at the same time. So these two surfaces and then these two surfaces. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff. Those are a lot of ideas that you can use with just two notes, or really four notes in one bar. Now let's move those notes over and play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you're looking at it as triplets, it's the second and third triplet. Sounds like this. Okay, so there's another great phrase you can use either in the groove or as a solo. Now, the next phrase I want to give you is a three-note phrase. So it actually goes over the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I didn't count that right the last time, but that's okay. The idea is to play three notes and then have an eighth rest. So okay. Then you can move those three notes over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are a lot of ways you can use that. Um, then there are upbeats in 6/8. Now, what do I mean by that? It's very hard to count this out, but what it is, I'll play it for you and then I'll explain how to do it. So if you hear somebody playing this, it sounds really cool, and you're probably wondering, what the heck is that? So I'm going to build it up. It's actually upbeats in 6/8. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. That's what it is actually. So if you want to start that process, what you can do is pretend you're playing a jazz waltz. Okay? Then morph the right hand quarter notes into the bell pattern. I'll show you how. Then pretty soon all those other quarter notes disappear. Okay, and we're still playing that phrase over here. Da, 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 da. Now we shift the foot pattern to just downbeats. And then we take out every other bass drum. Okay, so that's something that sounds good within the groove, but you can also use that when you're improvising. For example. Okay, now when you improvise, make sure, this is number one, make sure that whatever you play is conversational, like you're talking. Because if you just play a bunch of stuff, it's maybe some drummers will like it, but when you play the music, when you play musically like you're speaking to somebody, then it draws everyone in and really sounds good. So have fun with those phrases, and I'll see you on the next one.